Residents from all over LA County came to American Honda recently to drop off their garbage. But this wasn't typical trash. These items were too toxic for local garbage collection. Reporter CitiCABLE explains.
Nearly 2,000 tons of hazardous waste ranging from paint cans to computer monitors were collected on this day alone thanks to a roving project called Clean LA.
Usually it's just paint, household cleaning products.
And thanks to opportunities like this, the proper disposal of toxic products will help keep our sanitation workers safe and our drinking water clean. And participants drove from all over to do their part.
I knew this was going on, and we don't have one that's right now in Lakewood where I live, so I make the effort.
Every single weekend they have these household waste collections, and they collect everything from DVD players to fans and some nostalgic items like this tube tester. Drivers simply pull up to the offloading area while workers follow strict safety standards to unload. Each item is then separated and taken to trained workers and chemists to determine how the materials are best handled.
Because of a safety issue, we want everybody to be safe, and we want to provide a safe environment for the collection.
Well, we usually just separate the paint first, whatever we know how to separate, and the stuff we don't know how to separate, we take it to a lab packing area, and they'll handle the rest.
And if you're wondering how this event is paid for, the state offers its recyclers and the county a rebate of 18 cents per pound for things like TVs and monitors. This is CitiCABLE reporting for CitiCABLE 3.
For more information on household hazardous waste, call 888-CLEAN-LA. In this tough economy, many homeowners are struggling to pay their mortgages. But what about paying for vacation homes? Timeshares were embraced by Americans in the 1970s, but more than 30 years later, it looks like their time has come and gone. Reporter Margaret Sharp explains.
Having a vacation home can prompt visions of tropical islands and beautiful scenery. So many are drawn to timeshares thinking it's an affordable way to have it all. But for some timeshare owners, what was once a dream has turned into a nightmare.
We're on a vacation in Las Vegas, and we're told that by investing in this timeshare, we'd be able to own property and real estate that we could sell for a profit.
Over 10 years ago, David McMillan and his wife Cindy Martin McMillan bought a timeshare. They liked the idea of having vacation property that multiple parties owned and shared. But the McMillans soon figured out that along with the property came never-ending fees.
Maybe you move from one side of the country to the other and you don't need it anymore. Maybe there's been a divorce or a death or an illness and you're not using it. But you're still obligated to pay the maintenance fees whether you go or not.
So the couple started Timeshare Relief, Inc. The company helps timeshare owners who want out of their contracts.
We have a series of disposal companies that find alternative uses for the timeshares, and that can be anything from a vacation club to actually selling them in bulk to large corporations.
And it's a service that clients appreciate, especially with maintenance fees rising each year.
What started out as like a $270 maintenance fee kept creeping up and creeping up.
Nancy Grudemeyer was a timeshare owner for many years, but when her annual maintenance fee skyrocketed, she had to find a way to opt out. Even Grudemeyer's daughter Jamie thought the timeshare was more trouble than it's worth.
It's not like it's a special, heirloom. It's something that you really can't get out of. Once you're in it, you really can't get out of it.
Luckily, Timeshare Relief was able to get the Grudemeyers out of their contract. For some other owners, it was the timing that was a problem. Timeshare contracts only allow owners to use their homes during an allotted time. Owner Gerard Hartley owned his property for 10 years and never got the timing right.
I never saw the unit that I bought, which was in Scottsdale, Arizona.
It's clients like these that have made Timeshare Relief, Inc. a Best of Torrance winner 2 years in a row.
Our company was started in our living room, and it was just Cindy and I. And we believed in what we were doing.
Today, the company has a sales call center, customer service department, and 50,000 clients in the U.S., Canada, and United Kingdom. And in this slowing economy, the company has actually grown. Their work is in high demand as people try to cut unnecessary costs from their lifestyles.
I always wake up in the morning saying, who am I going to help today?
The company's best advice for those of you who are looking into buying a timeshare is buyer beware. But for those of you who already own a timeshare that you don't want, the company is there to help dig you out. For CitiCABLE 3, I'm Margaret Sharp.
Thanks, Margaret. Timeshare sales reached their peak in 2007, bringing in more than $10 billion in revenue. But by 2009, sales dropped by 30% and continue to decline. For more information on Timeshare Relief Incorporated, go to timesharerelief.com.